Hey guys, today I want to talk about the Nitro Ruckus build. So it has been a while since you guys have seen this and since we've done like kind of a longer series where we modify something start to finish. So the end thing with this is we are going to put a Fox Body Mustang wheel in the back and do the stretch and customize it. But first, first we're going to put nitrous on it and race it. So where we are with this thing is kind of where everybody else stops their ruckus build, right? This is your typical full bolt-on ruckus. You know, we've gotten rid of the stock airbox, I've done the exhaust, we've gotten rid of the belt, I've done the roller weights that everybody else has done, I've done the coil ignition, we've deleted the rev limiter, I've put some silly horns on there that don't work still, so, you know, I'll have to fix that. They're probably full of water. But yeah, so that's where we are. And at the end of the day, with the stock 50cc motor, you're going to go 45 miles an hour if it's like in good shape, right? Everything is clean and you've got good oil and a new spark plug. And um, we know from the car world that chasing little bits of horsepower after you kind of go full bolt on is ridiculous and a huge waste of time and money. You need a real power adder, okay? Turboing or supercharging these motors, these little tiny guys, okay, it's coming a long way. But when you're only making like 3.5 horsepower at the wheel, maybe 4.5 at the crank, you don't want to get into parasitic loss with like a turbo or trying to spin a supercharger. And they're coming out with like some electric, you know, supercharger type options for these small motors. But then you're just using like battery and motor and it becomes a hybrid. And anyway, um, so we're going to add nitrous because you can put a nitrous kit on these. I've got one on the way, should be here tomorrow, so I will show you guys that install as part of this video. But that should add like 40, 50% more power. Nobody has got like a longer series or a whole lot of information or kind of dynoing these and tuning them. Right now it does have a custom carburetor on there. It's a little bit bigger and it's running a little bit richer. So that extra fuel should compensate for the nitrous that we'll be adding. The nitrous kit, I'm pretty sure it's like a fancy, like a food grade nitrous, right? It's like a whippet kit that's been turned into a nitrous kit for small engines. I don't think we're going to run into a whole lot of pre-detonation issues as long as we have our fuel where it needs to be. And I'll, of course, use like an octane booster to raise the octane number, get it up to like 94, 95, just to make sure that we don't detonate. But other than that, that should add, you know, a solid 50 horsepower to this engine. And that's kind of the next place we're going to go with this. Other than that, we've got kind of some silly, you know, cosmetic mods on here. It was wrecked at one point in time, so it has, you know, different side mirror, broken brake lever. I did put pegs on it because I'm a taller person. Of course, the modified exhaust stickers.